Coming up on Hitz Boxing.
I want you to focus on the fight. Forget about photographers and lists. Then what do I need him for?
The papers here in Chicago don't cover boxing.
I just don't get it.
You know, remarks like that, he's breaking things that are fixed.
If I have to tell him, then what do I need him for?
Bobby Hitz grew up on the west side of Chicago. When he was an amateur, he won the Golden Gloves Championship. Then he turned pro and had a fight with George Foreman. After that, Bobby was a hometown celebrity in Chicago. I mean, this guy knew everybody. When Bobby Hitz left the ring, he became a champion boxing promoter. He even went on to train Donny Osmond to fight Danny Bonaducci. Now he's filling up arenas across the country. And working and training with boxing's biggest up-and-coming stars. Bobby Hitz is the unofficial mayor of Chicago. And this is Hitz Boxing. This is Mike Kujo. He's one of Hitz Entertainment's premier boxers. He's calling Bobby and asking him to put more people on the guest list. This is a huge problem with fighters. Sometimes the guest list can be up to 20, 30, 40, 50 people. 100 if they could get it. And then before you know it, nobody's buying tickets and everybody's at the venue for free.
I got to put a couple extra people.
What's extra people?
Two of them are photographers. They're going to be coming from Indianapolis.
Well, you got your own photographers now? Worry about winning the fight. Forget about all this other nonsense. Doesn't mean anything. I want you to focus on the fight. Forget about photographers and lists and all this stuff that don't mean a hill of beans if you don't win the fight. I want you to be edgy and forget about lists, okay? Everything will take care of itself.
I got to put a couple extra people.
Oh, Mikey boy, I feel so bad for you. Oh, no, nobody takes care of me. Why? Why me? Mike, I want you to worry about fighting. Forget about just fight.
All right, listen, Bobby, I'll see you in a couple hours.
All right, I got to ask you one important question.
What's that?
Who loves you, baby? Who loves you?
You. Right. You do. I know you do. All right, thank you.
Bye. Bye. Mikey's a good kid. I try to keep him. He really is a good showman, and he has all the elements. If anyone should become a world champion, it would be him, because he would wear the belt proud. And he's one of these guys. He has all the window dressing. You know what I mean? I remember when I was fighting, the last thing I concerned myself with was who was coming, I got so focused. It was like, if nobody came or 100 people, I didn't care, because I got to go climb those 3 steps to do my job.
James Wilder is mission at hand. This is where it's at right now. Bobby Hitz just knocked him right through the rope. Wilder went through the rope. And Hitz connected with that right hand. Wilder taking his time. He looks a little groggy, Jeff. It's over. It's a wrap. Lights out on James Wilder. Bobby the Hitman Hitz.
So at some point, you got to just let it happen. You can't, and that's what happens with these fighters nowadays. They get so deterred by, things that are actually unimportant in comparison to the job that's ahead of them. So I try to keep them focused and grounded in a certain way.
Coming up on Hitz Boxing.
Then what do I need him for?
The papers here in Chicago don't cover boxing.
I just don't get it.
You know, remarks like that, he's breaking things that are fixed.
I actually really resent that you say that I don't do any work. I really
When did I say that?
You said that.
Get ready for a world of possibilities, where entertainment knows no bounds, and the action is as big as it gets. The all-new Horseshoe Casino, now open.
We're driving in to have a meeting at the Horseshoe Casino. Everyone in the Hitz organization is going to be there. With the revamping of the staff, Bobby's going to have to lay out some new guidelines and rules.
I feel drama-free today. I don't know.
Oh, because you know why?
Why?
Because if you spend less time, you know...
Oh my God. What?
Texting and tweetering with your bartender friends and stuff, maybe your head would be more into the fight.
I bartend. I don't think a lot of people know that. I know how to do that, and I'm actually really good at it.
It might have been any drama for you because you're trying to figure out what goes in a Harvey Wallbang.
We will need 1.5 ounces of vodka, 6 ounces of fresh orange juice, ½ an ounce of sweet herbal liqueur, some ice, a measuring jigger, a highball glass, a swizzle stick, and a spoon.
I guess what I'm trying to say is things that were a lot calmer this time around because we had a little bit of a different group of
No, you know why? You know why? Because Mr. Big Mouth, who he's probably... I know where he's at. He's in one of the Blue Angels flying at the water show today, so he can't... Aaron Water Show. So he can't... He's working those maneuvers, so he couldn't be part of this fight. Would you like to go for some nuts? Huh? What? We have to start sharpening up on this social media stuff. We have to. It's important. I don't know how many times I tell you how important social media is. I'm very much a grasp all of it. And you guys just don't get it.
Really?
Yeah. Social media is now. It's now. It's what's happening now. Your publicist that you hired, I don't know what he does all day up there in the Great White North.
I'm publicist for Hitz Boxing. Everything has to be approved by him, and I wait for him to tell me what to do, because it's no use doing things unapproved, because he's just going to go, you know, he's going to have 50 changes on everything I do. And
I didn't see one interview in any of the Hispanic media outlets for Freza Kendo, who's the number 14 heavyweight in the world. I mean, do I need to tell him every single aspect of things that go down? Because if I have to start doing it again like I did in the past, then what do I need him for?
the papers here in Chicago don't cover boxing.
I just don't get it. And I don't know why I, Bobby Hitz, 8th grade graduate, needs to tell a publicist how to do his job.
Bobby will say, show me something. So I'll make a beautiful flyer that I'm artistically very proud of, and every other promoter in the country would be like, oh, that's beautiful, thank you.
If I have to tell him, then what do I need him for?
You know, remarks like that, he's breaking things that are fixed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why you would say that.
Why do you say that nobody does any work except for you?
Did I ever say no one does any work?
You just did a minute ago.
I didn't do anything. I sat back. I was actually surfing. I was actually surfing in Carmel, California, while you guys did all this work. And I didn't have to worry about anything.
Plus, for what he pays me, when you take away my telephone calls, my travel, and the month or two that I've got invested in time already before I even get here, I'm basically here as a volunteer.
Money doesn't depict knowledge, okay? Money doesn't depict intelligence.
I actually really resent that you say that I don't do any work. I really
When did I
resent
say
it.
that?
You said that. Yeah, you did.
Something that you are feeling yourself. I never said that.
But every show, it's my fault.
Right. I agree. Part of the solution is admitting your faults. And I think this is good to cleanse. You're cleansing now. This is good.
Coming up on Hitz Boxing.
And we can hook up with some divorce attorneys that I know. Because I had 5 of them.
What do I care?
But see, that's the whole problem. You have to care.
No, I don't have to care.
Hey boxing fans, Luke and Ellis here with an update on the action. For those of you in the city, there's Chicago Northside Toyota. And if you're in the suburbs, there's Elgin Toyota. And here's why both are undefeated.
Get a knockout deal on a new Camry for just $219 a month, or a new Corolla for just $179 a month, or go for the 0% financing for 60 months and 2 years of scheduled maintenance at no cost.
The teams at Chicago Northside Toyota and Elgin Toyota are unbeatable.
Part of the Bob Lucurcio Auto Group.
Another round of Hitz Boxing is on the way, and it starts right now.
You know, I wanted to own a bridal store. How did I get roped into this nonsense?
You should open up a divorce shop.
Well, whatever.
More people are getting divorced than are getting married. They can bring all their stuff back. There's more divorce than there are marriages.
I don't care what happens after they buy the dress and leave the store. What do I care?
But see, that's the whole problem. You have to care.
No, I don't have to care.
You have to find a way to get that dress back because you'll be getting it back pretty soon. Think about it. As a business, the divorce rate is like, what, 80%? You got to find a way to capitalize on the divorce, not the marriage. We'll do it like a leased automobile. There's residual on this dress will be worth X amount, as long as there's no stains on it, in 4 years. So you got 4 years to bring it back.
I can't really.
It's a good business idea.
What would you call the shop?
Divorce Heaven.
Come on down to Renee T's Divorce Heaven. The divorce rate is currently 80%. Come on down to Renee T's Divorce Heaven.
Where did you get all that money? I went to Divorce Heaven. They pay cash on the spot. Go there today. And we can hook up with some divorce attorneys that I know, because I had 5 of them, and we could tie in with them, and we could get a lot of business. When you get divorced, come bring your stuff to us. We'll take it off your hands, and then you have a little other thing where you sell it. So it's like a recycling. You create your own business, because no one does that. Everybody looks at oh, look at the cake, and the flowers, and the chair covers, and
you take
the
back
DJ.
The cake too?
Well,
No, he ate the cake.
Marriage is business. Business. There's nothing wrong with it if you find that right person. But most women, what they fall in love with a guy for, they end up hating him for. And which is the problem. They go with you to try to change you. Now, if you meet a girl and she wears short dresses and is hanging out, she got the big hooters going, and you're like, wow, look how hot she is, I dig her. The minute you get with her, stop dressing like that. That's bull, because that's what you fell in love with her for, right? So when I meet young couples that are going to get married, I say, listen, what you fell in love with each other for.
Or when you are
I meet them. I meet people out all the time. And I congratulate them. I says,
he's a marriage counselor too, on top of it. Oh my God.
I tell these young kids, listen, it's nice to be in love and get married and all that, but what you like him for, continue to like him for. I go, do you watch football on Sunday? Oh yeah, I do, sir. I really like it. Well, then you, young lady, don't make him go to your mother's house or pull weeds or cut the grass or anything. That's what he does on Sunday.
Your problem,
and I said, you, young man, does she like to go play bowling with her friends or whatever? Well, then let her do that. Don't say, where's my turkey pot pie? And honey, bring me a bear and hold my finger. Don't do that. Just don't be with somebody trying to change them. And that's where people make the mistake. They try to change somebody.
Bobby,
yeah, what?
When you're in a relationship, there's a thing called compromise, which that word does not even fit into your vocabulary.
Not on bowling night. What I'm giving is good sage advice. You know what I did one time? A friend of mine was having marital problems with his wife. And she didn't know me. I didn't know her. She didn't know me. A friend of mine had an office building. I set up an office, and we went on the internet and printed off some degrees and stuff, hung them on the wall, and he brought her to see me as the marriage counselor. And I talked her into going back to him.
It worked?
Yeah, it worked. Another guy.
She must have been stupid.
Then she knows I'm in the automotive industry as well, and she wanted me to.
Automotive? What the hell? This guy, the automotive industry. Oh my God.
Well, so she wanted to sell me her car because she needs to get rid of her car. And that's how it all started. If people come to me and seek out my advice, it reminds me of a person who many years ago who walked
this person
many years ago when this man walked the desert with 12 of his best friends and walked the desert, and people would seek him out for his advice. It reminds me of that kind of.
There are happy people out there, Bob.
Yeah, who?
On the next episode of Hitz Boxing.
I've been upset.
So, when you want to sit there and you want to mother behind my back.
You did something that no one has ever done.